Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. Last episode we left off, we had done the Merton Depot, and today we're probably going to try and focus on getting the Willesden Depot up here and expanding to the north. But we still have a few Merton Depot expansions to do. We're hopefully going to have 1.8 million passengers in one day. Because we've also got a festival in the city. If you look at the statistics over the weekend, we had an event going on, so we had a lot going on Saturday, and we even had an increase on a Sunday, which was an interesting one. We have actually added more bus routes in, and some of which don't actually operate until the evening. Bus driver can go on holiday if you're not on shifts today, which is good. So, we have a lot of bus routes to go over that we've added in. I'm just going to round them all off because we've added so many. The 201, the 470, the 209, the 378, the 430, the 44, the 77, the G1, and finally the 151, which won't be operational until this evening because I only added it this morning. We are 85 deep in the Merton Depot with buses. We should have the staff all fully operational and all that as well. I just need to make sure I've got that saved and ready for when we start getting more buses on the go. If we have a look at skills, all of our drivers are at least advanced and they're just slowly progressing through to expert. Yeah, so I'll just quickly go through the G1. They're mainly all on this side of the but they're coming out of the Merton Depot. So we've got the G1 going that way. The next one up would be the 44, which is tooting up as well and across into the city of Westminster. The next one would be the 77, which is tooting again up to, I think that's Waterloo Station. Yep. Next one would be the 151, which, like I say, doesn't actually start operations until the evening. So I need to actually make sure that the mornings are tagged on to start. Make sure the Monday mornings next week. But go to the 151 again. That is a short little bus route from a station over here to another terminus over here. So it goes through North Keam, Sutton, St Helier, and Carshalton, which is good. We then move over to the 201. Like I say, some of these are operational over the weekend. The 201 being from down here all the way up to here. So Hurton Hill Station all the way down to Morton Station. We'll then move on to the 209. Oh, I've lost where we were with the 209. 209, here we go. Where are we? Up in Barnes, yes. So I've added a few buses in Barnes. The 209 being the shortest of the routes. We then have either 378, I believe the next one is. 378, which is another Barnes route that goes just to the next depot. We'll then have the 430. That's another semi-Barnes one, just adding an extra bit to here. And then the 470, which we go back down here, it's Sutton up to basically the Merton Depot, to Collingwood Station near the Merton Depot. That is all of those bus routes added. We do need to move over 3 bus routes over to the Merton Depot from this depot when we're able to. But we also, people did put in some bus routes into the chats from the last video that I need to go over and try and implement them where I can. A lot of them goes through the Brixton area. There is a lot of buses at the moment and a lot of depots, and the depots, and the majority of the depots are full. So it's going to be a struggle adding them into those at the moment. But we'll do what we can, and we add in what we can, like I say. we're going to focus today on trying to get in a Willesden depot operational. You have also told me some other depots. I think there's one that's over this area, somewhere up north, and there's one over by Tottenham area. So there is those bus depots that I'm aware of. The Willesden depot being what we currently have in the area. And then we're probably going to try and expand more bus routes into here. And go from there, realistically. I have done other stuff off camera, which we go into our Willesden, our base depot. I finally got rid of this. I don't know if I did that last episode or whatever, but we got rid of that. We've got in a new locker room over here. And then if you have a look at the staff, we've now got 400 ticket inspectors, at least advanced. So I need to upgrade these from advanced to expert. And there is, I think, 15, there's about 25 pages. 27, 28 pages. So we've added, I think, like 100 odd staff onto this, into the ticket inspectors. And if you have a look at the price wise, we're making a lot more money now on the weekends and stuff for passenger fines. So we'll see how that goes. But for the time being, we need to just run the day through. I probably need to upgrade some bus stops when we have the money to. I then need to get more bus. I need to upgrade the terminus as well up here. And then obviously we need to get more buses into the depot and completely finish this depot. The passengers in one day we should finish today. That is that now completed, unless I need to shuffle it about. I do not. That is good. This now needs to be upgraded. And now we're just waiting on getting money coming in to get more buses in the Merton depot and try and get the passengers over, well, hopefully it's going to be over 2 million. And like I say, we just need to be buying up buses left and right and filling up this depot. So I could just do this, get this all started going up, getting this all filled up, and then, yeah, I'll come back once it's either we're close to finishing this or we're going to finish this, maybe even this one today. And then, yeah, it's just going to be a lot of upgrading, a lot of putting, a lot of, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening right now. And we're going to finish, we're going to fill this depot up. We're going to get the passengers in one day, all completed. And I'll bring you back whichever is the first thing we do, either being completing the depot full, or having the passengers, or possibly even both at the same time. And welcome back. So we've literally just finished filling up this depot. It is not even 12:30. This is technically our 1,000th bus because we started off at 000, so 0 or triple or quad 0. We're now 0999. Yeah, so that's wild that we've been able to fill up this depot completely. And we still got a lot more coverage to get done. There's a seasonal flu on the way. We're about to hit the successful tours. We're about to also... We're skyrocketing towards the carrying passengers in one day. If this is ended up, this might be 2.5 million, nearly 3 billion passengers with how fast the passenger numbers have just been exponentially growing. It is absolutely insane just how big this is going. And we're already at the amount to buy the next one. We've got a hotel transfer order coming in. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 transfer orders in on the go. We have enough to buy off next depot. And we're just going to go straight in and get the Willesden bus depot, which I believe is this area here. So we're literally going to go add, drop the depot. those will be upgraded along the way. Let me get these named properly. So that is the correct name. There's also a Willesden junction depot, but we probably will try and get those buses added to this depot for the time being. And I believe their call sign is air conditioning. Don't know why. It's Alpha Charlie, but yeah, it's an interesting one. We need to make sure the paint job's the correct paint color. So we need to copy this over, as we always do. And then I need to get staff hired before we start getting the buses on there. So I need to get staff hired, staff in training, and we also need to get money coming in. So these will probably get ticked off near enough in the next few minutes. Hopefully, if I just keep talking, one of them will end up getting ticked off, and that means we've got enough to actually start hiring people. To be fair, with just talking anyway, and the money's going up, the finances are just absolutely insane. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be an interesting day because we've got so many buses we can purchase, so many people we can upgrade to. The first thing we need to do in this depot is upgrading those. One of these will get ticked off, and then we'll look at hiring. We'll probably even just go straight away to get the 150 staff in, the 150 drivers, and get them all trained up. That means I need to get, well, the 150 drivers, that means I need 300,000 in the bank to be able to get them all on the first round of training at least. And we're about to hit this milestone, so that is going to be absolutely amazing. And then I can just start shuffling around bus routes in the evening to get them onto the depots that they're actually going to be running off. And the game has paused while it's saving. Yeah, we're so close on getting this done. We're going to have enough to get everything. We've got so much coming in right now that it's going to be It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very, very crazy. So we're going to hit this one. I'm going to let this one hit, get the 150 bus drivers got in, get the bus depot just fully upgraded, and then just look at getting buses in the depot, which probably won't be running until Wednesday now, because obviously we need to make sure everyone's fully trained up. Well, get focused on that. Any second now, we should get the tours finished. I just need to double check that I actually upgraded the internet or put the internet back up, because I take them down on the weekend because we don't use that much. I did, and we're already halfway done, and it's nearly the time it is. The 70-minute wait on here, which is wild. Service centre employees, probably need to get them trained up as well. But we can focus on that once we've hit the successful tours, and we'll end up getting the passenger coverage soon as well. And we are back. We're very much so close to closing in on hitting this target. We're going to get it so quickly. We've got 150 staff hired at the Willesden depot, and I don't really know what we do from here, because the Willesden depot is just absolutely crammed. We've got everyone sent on training. We've got people sent on training from our main depot. We've got 100 minutes waiting time at the service centre. And we need to cover Willesden, which is crazy, because we've just added a bus there. So that's probably what we're going to focus on next. And now I probably just need to get all the Willesden... buses in the Willesden depot. And we're going to focus on, obviously, second-hand buses first. Then we'll go to brand-new buses. Yeah, let me get as many of these buses purchased as I can. And how many can we can do? 10. That's crazy. Yeah, let me get all these purchased. Let me get them all numbered up. I'll bring you back soon as well, and it'll just be absolutely wild. And welcome back. So we're now on to the Tuesday. I've started people, bus drivers on the Willesden depot. We ended up getting 35 buses on the Willesden depot in one day. It was crazy the amount of buses we got. I also need to. We have bus drivers that are here. We only have 2 that are novices, which is kind of wild from the amount we had. Oh no, we don't. Sorry, we have quite a lot of novices still. I need to get them update. Well, I need to get them sent off to as soon as we've got the money to. But if we have a look at statistics wise, we had over 3 million passengers yesterday. That is absolutely wild. We're going to drop down to about 2 million today. But if you have a look at finances, we made 4 million profit, 6 million revenue, over 100,000 in fines. Even though we sent people off that were doing that do fines for training, we did quite a lot yesterday. And it was wild. So I'm going to walk you through what we've got on the Willesden depot right now, bus-wise. So we have added in 2 new bus routes that I needed to get Willesden operational. That being... Well, we've added the 59 in. The 59 is on King's Cross. We've moved over some King's Cross buses at the 6 and the 52 over to the actual depot it's meant to be on. And we've added in a 59 just on the King's Cross depot to add an extra route in, just to keep expanding. The 98 is in, which was Willesden across to wherever that goes to. I think it's a hospital or something, or it's a turnaround point over here. So we've added that in. We've also added in the 133, another one on. I think this one's on. The last depot, on the Merton depot. Yes, it is. That's another one that we've added in. But we've added in onto this depot the 220, which we ran yesterday, just so it would be an extra bus route that ran. Hopefully get more money in and also tick off the Willesden bus route. Now, as we are right here, there is 4 more bus routes that I can add on. That I'm going to add on to the Willesden depot currently. They're going to start at Shepherd's Bush. They're going to be the 40, the 49, the 72, the 148, and the C1. They're going to be at the Willesden depot. There's like 3 depots around this area at the moment. In reality, there's the Willesden Junction depot, and then there's like one right next to it, which is like the Park Royal or something. All of which we might not actually need, but we're gonna build up all the depots nonetheless and get everything in as much as we can do anyway. And we just now need to, like I say, focus on getting passengers up, passengers in on the buses, getting the drivers upgraded, and get them back into training. And then from Wednesday, we should be able to get these 4 extra bus routes in. To be fair, we could have got them in today, but I didn't end up having enough money to start doing training in the morning. So I thought best keep it so we get the advanced drivers on the routes, and we'll go from it another way. But yeah, so I'm probably just going to go and get these new 4 bus routes in that I've implemented, that I want to implement, that will start on Wednesday, as well as just upgrade and push as much as I can do onto the Willesden depot. And then I'm going to be in. It's going to be Wednesday. Now, I could take you all through this episode. I don't know how long this episode's been because I've recorded it in two parts. And I've just come back into obviously recording this section. And yeah, like I say, 4 bus routes that I want to get implemented, which I'm probably going to do overnight or through today to start them tomorrow. We've added in the Willesden depot today. We've added in 2 bus routes on that depot, plus the 2 that we've moved over from Camden. The King's Cross depot. We've added the 59 on the King's Cross depot, the 133 on the Merton depot, and then we're going to, like I say, add an extra 4 bus routes onto here and just keep progressing and building. But yeah, there's nothing really much to do in these episodes now. It's just mainly get a depot, get it upgraded, get everyone involved onto it, and keep progressing. And that's just what I'm going to do, is I just need to keep progressing, getting more bus drivers, getting more bus depots, getting more, and then once we've got a new depot, all the new routes on, make sure the routes that are on that depot get on that depot. And just expand. We need to get the rest of London in. Next episode, we're probably going to end up doing either a west or a north expansion. And yeah, we'll look into that next episode. So thank you everyone for watching. I don't know how long this episode's been, but hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you have, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. With that all being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time for the next video.